state your name.
I state your name.
Do hereby pledge allegiance to the
armchair.
With liberty for all.
You're in Braves country.
Ladies and gentlemen, please direct your attention now to the area in front of the pitcher's mound for tonight's ceremonial first pitch.
You can't drink like me. You can't smoke like me. So don't try and be like me. Let's party together.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
What the hell's going on out here? Well, scared because his eyelids are jammed and his old man's here. We need a live rooster to take the curse off Jose's glove, and nobody seems to know what to get Millie for their wedding present. We're dealing with a lot of
Baseball is a beautiful thing. It's more beautiful in an old park. It's asymmetrical and quirky. But even in a dome with artificial turf, it's beautiful. The way the field fans out, the choreography of the sport, the pace and rhythm of it, the fact that that pace and rhythm allows for conversation and reflection and opinion and comparison.
In right field, the crowd is tormenting Strawberries, singing Darryl, Darryl. Little roller up along first, behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win.
And there's a fly ball deep to left. It's on its way. There it goes. And the Yankees are going to the World Series. Aaron Boone.
Ground ball stabbed by Folk. He has it. He underhands to first for the first time in 86 years. The Red Sox have won Baseball World Championship. Can you believe it?
It's a pastime, something you do. It's entertainment, something you watch. And it's a shared experience, something you talk about and read about. But you can apply those same three criteria to other things. What makes baseball special is that it's the best game that's ever been devised.
Smith corks one into right down the line. It may go. Go crazy, folks. Go crazy.
Sure as God made green apples, someday the Chicago Cubs are going to be in the World Series.
A little bouncer slowly toward Bryant. He will glove it in front of Rizzo. It's inside. And the Chicago Cubs win the World Series. Cubs win. What a lucky break. The good Lord wants the Cubs to win.
How can you not be romantic about baseball?
If baseball is about caring, about loyalty and rivalry,
Braves fans are on their feet hoping for some kind of a bleeder or a seeing-eye single. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball hit high and deep down the right field line. It's going back, back, back. Is it fair? Is it zip, boom, bam, it's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 1-run lead. She's gone, baby!
There's a very peaceful thing. It was created and played in pastures and meadows. There's grass, there's outdoors, there's everything that people thought was American and feel about America you get in a ballpark. And it's the wonder of walking through that dark tunnel and seeing a huge open space where men play the little boy's game.
People will come.
They'll come for reasons they can't even fathom. Not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door, as innocent as children, longing for the past.
They sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They have reserved seats somewhere along one of the baseline. Back when they were children, cheered their heroes. It'll be as if they dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick that I've brushed them away from their faces. People will come. The one constant through all the years has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers, been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. Baseball to mark the time. This field, this game, It's a part of our past. It reminds us of all that once was good. And it could be again. Oh, people will come. People will most definitely come.
We're all told at some point in time we can no longer play the children's game. We just don't know when that's going to be. Some of us are told at 18, some of us are told at 40. But we're all told.
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring. It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
Which team do you play for?
Well, I'm a...
Well, I was just wondering, because I couldn't figure out why you would throw home when we've got a 2-run lead. You let the tying run get on second, and we lost the lead because of you.
Touch 'em all, Joe. You'll never hit a bigger home run in your life.
You're in Braves country.
If there's a bigger thing going on right now, I don't know what it is. We're down to one strike here. Gurriel, the last hope for the Houston Astros. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on, bounced over to Dansby. Dansby fires it over to Forrest. And here comes the dog pile. Fire the cannons in the battery. Do the chop. All throughout Braves country, pop that top! Your Atlanta Braves have won it all!
Here's a list of the players we'll be inviting to camp.
I never heard of half of these guys, and the ones I do know are way past their prime.
Most of these guys never had a prime.
This guy here is dead.
Cross him off, then.
The local press seems to think we'd save everyone a lot of time and trouble if we just went out and shot ourselves.
We got uniforms and everything.
You know, you might think about taking Jesus Christ as your savior instead of fooling around with all this stuff.
I like him very much. He no help with curveball.
You trying to say Jesus Christ can't hit a curveball?
But I'll tell you, these fans are great. Listen to them. Hey, way to go, Rick. All of Ohio loves you. Come on, baby. Come on, Ricky. Come on, Ricky.
The game doesn't stink. It's a great game.
If you build it, he will come.
You know, one of the best things about being an ex-big leaguer is getting freebies to the game. Call the front office, bingo. And once these fans recognize me, I probably won't even have to pay for my life here. Down it! I love them. Good seats, huh? You're in the wrong seat, buddy. Come on. Oh, I must be in the front row. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. We direct your attention now to home plate. Please remain standing. We call your attention to our band here today. They will be jointly directed. And now, another fixture. Our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose rough stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we once were so gallant.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to introduce today's teams as participants in this historic game.
Play ball! Good seats, hey, buddy? He missed the tag! He missed the tag! He missed the tag!
It is the American game. You see a guy hit the ball out the ballpark, and that same guy can come up tomorrow in that situation and miss the ball and lose the ball game. Can bring you up here, it can bring you down there. One thing about it, though, you know it always will be a tomorrow. You got me today, but I'm coming back.
Think about it. What is there in your life, besides your love of family maybe, that carries all the way through from almost your earliest recollections till the day you die, and you care about it in one way or another? There are very, very few things that make that list, but we have a child's interest in baseball, so it will be one of the few things in my life that I have cared about in one way or another all the way through.
There's a lot of wonderful stillness in baseball that I love. Many seconds of stillness. When the pitcher has got the sign, the batter is crouched, the ball players all lean forward with their hands on their knees, and then very shortly the ball is delivered. But in that tiny period when the pitch and the fever of the crowd is tangible, there's a moment of absolute stillness that I treasure.
The best of us keep as much of that childhood with us as we grow into adulthood as we can muster. And the most creative, the most happy, the most fortunate of us are those who don't lose the sense of play. And even after we're past the point of being able to actually play the game with any skill, if we love it, then it's like Peter Pan. We remain boys forever. We don't die.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the radio news.
Sit quietly and we will control all that you see and hear. There is nothing wrong. You are about to participate in a great adventure. You are about to experience the awe and mystery.
You unlock this door with the key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension, a dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into a land of both things and ideas. You've just crossed over into
Adventures in Time and Space.
We offer you Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
Hi, folks. Join us now for another Braves ball game. Yes, sir. This is the one we've been waiting for. This is it. This makes you feel like it's spring and baseball. No more measles and free tickets to the circus.
You're in Braves country.
This is a reminder, disorderly conduct will not be tolerated. Please respect your fellow fan and refrain from any unruly behavior. Failure to comply with these guidelines will result in ejection.
It's all mixed up with peanuts, tobacco juice, and a hearty feeling among the fans joshing each other. Always this raucous, good spirit. Everybody came to have a good time. The whole stand's full of people all roaring. In baseball, never known this is where so instantly a whole crowd could be brought to its feet, roaring with delight. over just a clean crack of a bat against the ball.
A lot of room in right center. If he hits one there, we can dance in the streets.
Line drive and a base hit. Just as they score the tying run. Green to the plate. And he is safe.
We're 1 out away, Braves country, from a trip to the World Series. Whatever superstition you've got, do it. The entire city of Atlanta, the entire South is standing on their feet, trying to will the Braves into the World Series. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And swung on and ripped over to Dansby Swanson. Dansby's got it. He fires over to first. Baby, sound the trumpets. Do the job through the streets. Your Atlanta Braves are headed to the World Series, and the place is going bananas.
Although edited, tonight's thriller contains suspense and violence which may be unsuitable. Parental discretion is advised.
You're in Braves country.
Gobble. One of us. We accept that one of us. We accept that one of us. Google gobble, one of us. Google gobble, one of us. Google gobble. Shut up! Oh my God, I don't care! Google gobble, one of us.
Good evening, everybody. Hope y'all are having a great Friday night doubleheader, second part of the double dip. So we're just about to get set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves. As soon as we get the .3D lifted, we will bring it to you. Braves are in their road grays, Braves across the chest in red, outlined in navy. Just like the tomahawk underneath. Sorry, Atlanta. I thought I saw it wrong, but no, it's Atlanta. I was about to say I thought we usually did it on the road. Wasn't sure if they were trying to push something else. The tomahawk striped in gold. The Phillies in their City Connects, those poor bastards. You've never seen these things. It's like the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Miami Marlins had a baby and threw up all over Phillies all over their shirt. Beautiful night for a ball game. The wind is picked up. It's blowing left to right. We'll do the lineups as we go along. As Walker is set. First pitch on the way, and yes, sir, it is baseball time in Braves country. The first pitch on the way is high and inside to Ronald Acuna Jr., and I believe there we go. It's 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. The 1-0 pitch. Acuna standing in at the plate. On deck is the Drake as the pitch is down below the knees. 1-1. Pitch on the way upstairs for a strike. That's a high strike. Misspoke a second ago. It's ball 2-2. I'm trying to get it to line up with what you have on your screen. The 2-1 pitch, kicks and fires right there on the outer edge, and that pitch is called
believe for a ball, 3-1 it is. So fair enough. One way went our way, the other way it went theirs. A 3-1 pitch. Swing! Fouls it straight back. It's 3-2, full count. Top of the first, 0-0 your score. The payoff pitch from Taijuan Walker brings it. Swing, lifts it. Deep down the right field line, bending, foul, giving chase in right field is Garcia, and it'll just get into the stands. We'll do it again. Left to right across the outfield for the Phillies, it's Kemp, Crawford, and Adolis Garcia, the former Texas Ranger. And he's had some field days against Braves pitching, but it's always been in Texas. So hopefully he kept that in Texas. Left to right, third to first is the payoff pitch to Acuna. Outside wide, ball 4. So he'll head on down to first, and your Atlanta Braves get off to a good start to start the game.
Bravo.
Third to first, around the horn, left to right. At third base,
Bravo.
it'll be Alec Bone, then Turner at short. Second is Sosa, and first base Bryce Harper. JT Real Muto behind the plate as Acuna goes diving back in on the pickoff move. Just got back in time. Do not get picked off this early, Acuna. Acuna with a good lead over there. Got to be careful. Walker's got a pretty good pickoff move. The pitch on the way to the Drake is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Batting order for Atlanta, it's Acuna, who led off with the walk. Drake sitting at the plate. Olsen is on deck. The 0-1 pitch swing, and that ball's rattled into right field. That's down for a base hit, and the Drake keeps the line moving here to start the game. Good piece of hitting by the Drake.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Who's the Drake?
The Drake is good.
The Drake is good, and that'll bring Matt Olson to the plate. He's playing first base tonight. The Drake's behind the plate, not your designated hitter. And the Raja, who's standing at second, is in right field. On deck is Riley playing third, batting fourth. Ozzie Albies batting fifth and playing second. The first pitch to Olsen's high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Diaz is batting sixth and in left field. Dominator, Dominic Smith, is batting seventh, the designated hitter. Mauricio Dubon is batting eighth, and at short and in center field batting ninth is Michael Harris II. The 1-0 inside, ball 2-0. 2-0 count. 0-0 your score. Braves runners on first and second. Nobody out. The 2-0. Taijuan Walker kicks. Just outside. Ball 3, 3-0. 3-0 count. Olsen digging in. Acuna goes, but that's going to be down and in, ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. And it is a bases loaded situation here. Ducks all over the pond. And the cleanup hitter, Austin Riley, coming to the plate. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch to Riley is upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. 0-1. Started him off with a cutter. Kicks and fires. The 0-1 pitch. Fouls it back. It's 0-2. So he goes cutter to start the at-bat. The 0-2 misses high, 1-2. 1-2 count. Taijuan Walker, what you'll get from him tonight. It's a 6-pitch mix. The 1-2. Misses high. Oh, Riley, you got to challenge that, son. That pitch is high and out of the zone. He doesn't challenge it. He's doing a terrible job with that. He's done that all year long. It's time to drop in the batting order, to be honest with you. So he spits the bit. Bases loaded, 1 out. That pitch was easily 2 inches out of the zone. First pitch on the way to Ozzie Albies is high and out wide. It's 1-0. No sense of having those challenges if you're going to be too scared to use them. He's scared right now. 1-0. Outside wide, ball 2, 2-0. 2-0 count. Brings it. 3-0. Braves nothing, Phillies nothing. Double play would get Philly out of the jam. A 3-0 count, bases loaded, infield back and to the right. The 3-0 pitch, swing, hits it on the ground, over to second. Sosa's got one play. He'll go to first, but the Braves will score a run. It'll be an RBI single for Ozzie as Acuna comes home, and it's 1-0 Atlanta. So good job to score there, but you're just driving yourself crazy right now thinking about the fact it ought to be at least 2-0 right now because Riley should have been walked on that last pitch. Left-handed bat of the Yaz coming to the plate. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. The pitch is right there. One and 0, well inside the 1-0. Upstairs for a strike, 1-1. He is calling high strikes, and that one did appear to touch the zone. 1-1 count. Walker's one of those guys, if you can get on him early, he'll fold, but if you let him get his feet underneath him, he can put together 4 or 5 strong innings. 1-1 inside, ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count. Standing on deck is Dominic Smith. Still haven't figured out why he's not batting with the Yaz's. The 2-1 pitch. Down and in, 3-1. I really think it's come down to they want the Yaz's speed in front of Dominic Smith's, but man, I'd rather have Dominic's power behind either Ozzie or Riley, however you wanted to lay it out. 3-1 to the Yaz. The pitch on the way. Swing, chops it. Foul, rolls one over. That was right down the heart of the plate, full count. So good pitch to swing at, just couldn't time it up. Be a payoff pitch here. Full count, runners at second and third, 2 outs. A single could score too. The pitch, swing, hits it up the middle. It's going to go off the leg of Taijuan Walker, and the Yaz will be safe. So a little bit of luck involved because if that gets past Walker, it's going to be a 6-3 put out. Instead, it'll be an RBI infield single.
That's it. Yes, put everything on it. Don't hold back anything. Yabba, dabba, go. Yahoo!
He went off the glove of Walker, and he dropped his glove as it went off him. Drake comes home to score, runners at second and third, 2 outs. And that's going to bring a visit out here. By the pitching coach, Caleb Cotham. Real quick powwow out there. If you're wondering about the coaching staff of Philly, you may have forgotten this, but Don Mattingly is the bench coach nowadays for Philadelphia. So back to the action as Taijuan Walker set to face Smith. The first pitch on the way is outside wide, splitter misses. It's 1-0. He's definitely pitching outside to the lefties to start off the at-bat. Hasn't hit his mark yet. That appears to be his game plan. The 1-0. Right there, splitter underneath the hands, over the plate. It's 1-1. So 1-1 count. Braves lead it 2-0. Gonna flip it over to first real quick, and the Yaz is back. Tell you what, Taiwan's got a pretty good. He's always had a pretty good move to first. It seems like he's worked on it in the offseason. Seems a little quicker than normal. The 1-1. Swing, pops it up. Deep into left field. That would score the runner, but there's 3 out. So we'll be back in a flash. 2-0 your score. We go to the bottom of the first. Good start here in Braves country.
My daughter just asked me if she could turn the heat up in the house. I told her, hell no, you better go grab one of them hoodies you had on when it was 100 degrees outside.
I'm going to show you guys how to cook like a true Kentucky boy. All you need to start is some lithium batteries and some Sudafed.
Update! My house is gone! Usually when somebody invites me over to their house and I drive by and see more than 3 cars, I just usually go on home because I kind of feel like it could be an intervention.
MLB teams are required to apply a small dab of mud to the 13 dozen baseballs used during a standard MLB game. Every team has been muddying baseballs since the 1950s, and they've used only one special type of mud, magic mud, found on the Delaware River in New Jersey, that provides the perfect grip. That mud has been harvested by one family for nearly 80 years. The mud takes 6 weeks to harvest and process, and the best part, only the Bentliff family knows the exact location of the magic mud.
Soldiers played ball in camps and on battleships, on fields in Flanders, and in hastily constructed ballparks throughout France. Grover Cleveland Alexander served in the trenches with an artillery unit and emerged from the fighting shell-shocked, his hearing damaged, drinking more heavily than ever to forget the horrors he had seen. Though Branch Rickey was 36 and had 4 children, he went to war too, became a major, and commanded a unit that included Captains Ty Cobb and Christy Mathewson. Cobb and Mathewson did not get to France until after the shooting stopped, but during a drill, Mathewson was exposed to poison gas that fatally seared his lungs. He would live for 7 more years, but his great career was over.
Braves Country Radio, pull up a chair. Your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Martin Perez goes to work with the 2-0 lead. First pitch on the way to start the bottom of the first. Out there to Trey Turner. Called for a strike. It's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. The 0-1 pitch. Swing. Fouls it back. 0-2. Oh-2 count. Braves lead it 2-0. Just getting going here. Bottom of the first. The 0-2. Swing. Fouls it away. We'll do it again. Left to right in the outfield for your Atlanta Braves. It'll be the Yaz, Michael Harris II, Ronald Acuna Jr. is the 0-2. Tried to drop one in there. Change up just below the knees. 1-2. Round the horn, third to first. It's Riley, Dubon, Ozzie, and Olsen. And behind the plate, the Drake. Perez on the bump. The 1-2 pitch. Another change up, nibbling. 2-2. 2-2 count. Kicks and fires, swing, chops it over to third. Deep in the hole, Riley's got plenty of time. He'll fire a bullet over to first, and it's a 5-3 putout to start the game. Lefty-lefty now as Kyle Schwarber, who already has 6 home runs on the year, stands in. First pitch. Upstairs, misses high. It's 1-0. The 1-0 to Schwarber. Brings it. Swing, chops it foul, 1-1. The Phillies, the way they're built this year, you really got to make sure the top of the order doesn't kill you, and then the rest of it's pretty manageable. The 1-1 inside. Did that get him? Got him. Changeup barely hit his shirt. So he'll head to first, and Perez will hit the batter and bring the tying run to the plate. Man, it barely got him. And it was a changeup. If you're going to hit somebody, do like Raylo and let Raylo fire one at over his head. Bryce Harper, the batter, standing in from the left side of the plate. 4 home runs on the year. First pitch, sinker up top, misses high. It's 1-0. Bryce Harper, 6'1", 210-pounder, out of Las Vegas, Nevada. The 1-0 from Perez, right there at the knees. Bang, sinker, 1-1. If he can place that pitch, he might be able to get through 4 or 5 versus this Philly lineup. I got to figure the game plan is much like it's been before with Perez, no more than 2 times through the order. The 1-1, swing, chops it towards the first base dugout. It's 1-2. On deck is Garcia. That 2, 3, 4 in their order, I mean, they're basically swinging for the downs every time. Quick flip by Perez over to first. Schwarber not much of a threat to run, so he jogs back quickly. And I guess you can add Turner, the leadoff man, to the top of that as well. The 1-2 in the dirt. Curveball, 2-2. He's gone sinker, 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 curve. He was trying to get the right-hander to roll over on the changeup. We'll see if he tries to do that here with Harper. More likely for that to hang versus a left-handed pitcher. The 2-2. Swing, slices it towards left field. That's down for a base hit, and Perez is in trouble. First and second, 1 out. Soft hit single, but it was against the shift. Good piece of hitting there by Harper. Just kind of got it on the end of the bat and put just enough on it to get it in between the diving glove of Riley and just past Dubon. If they're not on the shift, that's going to be a soft line drive out. Lefty-righty matchup. Adolis Garcia, the batter. He'll take the first pitch. Sinker high. It's 1-0. These 2 guys are old teammates, Garcia and Perez in Texas. The 1-0. Double play depth for the defense. Back and to the right. The pitch. Right there at the knees. 1-1. 1-1 count. Kicks and fires. Drops it down below. Changeup, 2-1. That's that changeup. He's trying to get the right-handers to roll over. It's just missing the bottom of the zone. He's thrown that 3 times today to Turner and Garcia, and it misses in the same spot every time. The 2-1. Another change. This one well down out of the zone. 3-1. Danger of loading the bases now. Sosa's on deck. Busy first inning. 2-0 your score. The Braves had the bases loaded. We're able to get 2 out of it if you're just joining us. But it did feel like that we left some change on the counter. We should have been able to get at least 1 or 2 more home. The 3-1 count. Kicks and fires. High and out of the zone, ball 4, and he'll walk the bases loaded. So a hit by pitch. Bases loaded walk. A soft single by Harper in between, and that'll bring Hefner out. He could have a short leash. He went through waivers. The Braves picked him up for this start. Probably because, I'm going to guess, they didn't want Didier Fuentes to start the 2026 season on the road against Philadelphia. They wanted to get an extra day of rest on Sale. This would have been Sale's turn to pitch, but they're giving him an extra day with the day off. They weren't able to do that on the last turn with the suspension with Raylo. So lefty-righty matchup. Sosa batting .286 on the year. He's always been a pretty good platoon bat from the right-hand side. Good to see you, Tree Nug, Uncle Charlie. The first pitch swinging, sinker, bangs it into the night foul. Right field side, it's on 1. JC, good to see you. Let's see who else we have here in the country club. The 0-1 pitch, down below the knees, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Great South Carolina running back George Rogers in the house. Gary the Real McCoy, the 1-1 pitch in the dirt. And that is 2-1. So a 2-1 count. Joyce Robledo down in Mexico. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up out over it. 2-2. That's where he's really trying to get his change up, is right there on the edge where you can't tell if it's a ball or a strike. It's that close, but even if you hit it, it's going to be soft contact. The 2-2 count, bases loaded. Perez brings it, swing, bangs it foul off the plate, rolls behind. Do it one more time. He Black, good to see you. Assuming Pete is in here. I haven't been able to scroll all the way up yet. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Chased a bad one way out of the zone, almost pitch out territory. As Sosa bangs his head with the bat, probably telling himself he knew better than swing at that one. Sometimes you just get it in your head. I got to fight it off. And that sinker started middle away and just kept drifting high. And these doubleheaders, it's hard to do our traditional roll call, so I'll try to do it as we go. Everybody loves Raymond. Good to see you. 4-seam upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Jason Up and Adams. Thank you for the channel support with the memberships out there. The 0-1 fouls it back. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Bases loaded, but there are 2 outs. He's a strike away from getting out of this. Can he do it? The pitch just misses. 1-2. Once again, throwing that changeup. You're going to just get used to that all night long. When he gets where he wants to get on the at bat against a right-hander with 2 strikes and in his favor, he's going to try to get him to chase that change. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, pops it up. High in the sky. Who wants it? Dubon's backpedaling. He'll get called off by the Yaz, and that'll end the inning. So, whoo, we got that sucker. Let's go to the bottom of the first. Or top of the second, excuse me. 2-0 Atlanta.
Y'all, back when I was a kid, I could fall out of a tree and walk it off like it was nothing. Now, if I sleep wrong, I can't turn my head to the left for a whole week.
This is weak, man. Frank's trying to not pay me my winnings for the Skins beatdown I just issued him because his 401k's tanking. It's like, dude, you got to grab the reins, man. Do some analytics, do some research, and take charge so I don't have to subsidize your lack of golfing skills.
Then the night total.
You moved your ball. Frank, it was on the cart path. Why don't you try reading the rules, Shankopotamus?
If you don't like me, just say that. Okay, I don't like you. Why would you say that? It's so mean.
Never kiss mom on dad's birthday.
Armchair.
September 6, 1918. Far different from any incident that has ever occurred in the history of baseball was the great moment of the first World Series game between the Chicago Cubs and the Boston Red Sox. As the crowd of 19,274 spectators stood up to take the afternoon yawn, the band broke forth to the strains of the Star-Spangled Banner as the ball players turned quickly about and faced the music. And when the final notes came, a great volume of melody rolled across the field. The onlookers exploded into thunderous applause.
The wartime crowd sang so enthusiastically that the performance was repeated at every game of the series. From then on, the song was an integral part of the national pastime. It did not become the official national anthem until 1931. The Red Sox won the World Series that year, beating the Chicago Cubs 4-2. One of the series' stars was the young pitcher Babe Ruth, who had won both his starts, including a masterful 1-0 shutout. It was Boston's 4th World Championship in the decade.
Welcome back. 2-0 your score. Braves lead it. Martin Perez had a rough first inning, but he found a way to get out of it. Also good to see you, Chop Shop, Salty Ron, and thank you for the super sticker there, Edward Spry. Hope things are going okay in your neck of the woods. I know they can't be going great, but hope you're hanging in there. First pitch right there is a cutter to Mauricio Dubon. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Oh, this is a new one from Braves Vision. This is the 0-1 pitch. Right there for a strike, I don't know what the hell is going on. I got to switch my... Okay. So 1-2 count to Dubon. Kicks and fires. Swing, fouls it away. What's the best way to put it? Oh, for you old school TV watchers, test patterns came all over the screen. Is the 1-2 pitch. Outside wide, 2-2. I wasn't 100% sure if our backup feed was lined up with what we're doing here. Is the 2-2. Outside wide, 3-2. So I had to wait a second to make sure that I wasn't getting in front or behind of whatever was going on. They've had some bad things happen to Braves Vision the first several weeks, but the 2-2 pitch, swing, pops it up. High, very shallow center field, and calling everybody off is Sosa. F4 on your scorecard, one away. Well, that took the cake right there. It popped up 2 or 3 times, just kind of a blip, and they were all test patterns. They were old school test patterns, but you still saw the Braves Vision. Other folks in the chat, I think I saw Tim, Pat Pill, Tim, the second Tim, Jason. Bless your heart, Edward. The first pitch on the way is outside wide, curveball. Therefore, ball, it's 1-0. 1-0. Swing, rips it towards center field, and that's down for a base hit. So a 1-out single by your Atlanta Braves and Money Mike, and he'll take one of those IOUs off the pile, put it back in his pocket.
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Never know. Righty-righty matchup. Acuna, who walked his first time up and came around to score. Standing at the plate. Open stance from the right side. Cutter, down and away out of the zone. Swing, fouls it off. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Two to nothing, your score, top of the second. The 0-1 to Acuna. And flip it over to first real quick. I hope Watkins and company are talking to the guys in between the innings. I mean, when you get on with Taijuan Walker, just seems like he's due to pick somebody off. The 0-1 pitch. Misses outside wide 1-1. We were laughing between the break, Jason and I, because he was mentioning it too. And he said, man, he's gotten really good at that pickoff move. It kind of worries me. I said, well, when you put that many guys on base, you eventually get good at it. The 1-1 pitch. Swing! Slices it foul. 1-2. Trying to remember what they paid for him. I know it was a big time signing at the time. 4 years, 72, somewhere in that neighborhood. For some reason, that number, I'll have to check it at the break. The 1-2 to Acuna, kicks and fires upstairs, four-seamer, 2-2. If you're just joining us, blue behind the plate, tonight it's John Lipka. He's calling some high strikes. In fact, one that punched out Riley that Riley should have challenged. The 2-2, swing, slices it towards right field, and that's going to drop for a base hit. Throw goes down to second base. Michael Harris gets there just in time. He had to hold up because you couldn't tell if Sosa was going to catch that ball or not. It'll be a single by Acuna. It's really against the shift type of single. If you're playing defense honestly there, it's going to be a soft line drive to the second baseman Sosa, but they had him cheating towards the second base bag. That's just today's baseball nowadays. It used to drive me nuts. Now I just realize that's what it is. He made that look a lot closer than I thought it was going to get. And that went off the bat. I thought for sure it was a single, and he probably missed running that down by about one step. The Drake stands at the plate. First pitch. Sinker on the inner cut. It's 0-1. Drake Baldwin batting .325. 948 OPS, that's the big number. 5 home runs and 19 ribbies. Righty lefty, the pitch, swing, slaps the cutter, rolls it over, 0-2. On deck is Olsen. The 0-2 count. Turns and fires. Swing and a miss. Filthy splitter. That thing fell out of the zone at the very last second, 2 down. It's one of those ones you just got to assume you're going to end up. That pitch looked like it was too close to take and very difficult to hit for a left-hander. If he can spot that pitch, he's going to be tough to beat. First pitch to Olsen is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. Meanwhile, 48 pitches in, we're just in the top of the second. If they can make him work a little longer than this thing, they're going to have to get that bullpen going. The 1-0. Swing, rips it to right field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. Here comes Harris turning the burning, and he's going to be safe. The throw is off by just a hair, and your Atlanta Braves lead it 3-0. Good piece of hitting there by Olsen.
This is not
great hustle by
this is Ice House.
Harris.
Ice House. Smooth as it gets.
Like the aggressiveness by Watkins. Taking another look at it. Kind of short hopped JT Real Muto. And they collided at the plate. The ball bounced under his glove. You know what that is? Last year, it's bases loaded because there's no way that Freddie or Tui would have sent him. First pitch on the way is right there at the knees. It's 0-1. If he would have been out there at the plate, you can live with that because there's 2 outs and you've got a struggling batter in Riley coming to the plate. I send him all the way, especially with Michael's speed. Runners at first and second, 2 outs, the 0-1. Good job by Taijuan Walker, by the way. That ball could have gotten away and had the runners at second and third. Instead, they had to slam on the brakes because he stopped it from getting too far past JT Realmuto. So 1-1 count. Good hustle by Michael. And a great send by Watkins. The 1-1, swing and a miss. It's 1-2. You know what's driving Taijuan Walker nuts? I just saw it from the overview. Matt Olson. They're not holding him on, so Matt Olson is standing right with the first baseman, and he's pointing himself straight towards second base, so he doesn't even have to cut himself. The 1-2 pitch, swing lifted, high and deep into right field. Get up, and zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong, a 3-run shot, and your Atlanta Braves have put a 6-pack on the board. Pay dirt, baby! It's 6-0, good guys.
You're my boy, Blue!
You're my boy, Blue!
You're my boy!
How far did it fly? 380 happy feet. And your Atlanta Braves cooking and booking, baby. 6-0. 103 miles an hour off the bat. Just got over that right field wall. I thought I was going to get to the top. So I felt good about his scoring, too, as the first pitch to Ozzie is right there for the strike. It's a 1-1. It's still making me laugh because I saw a late replay of the 0-1 four-seamer high and in the zone. High and out of the zone, excuse me. Busts Ozzie back. It's 1-1. Taijuan Walker looking back over his shoulder is the 1-1. In the dirt, swing and a miss, splitter 1-2. And ticked off that Riley has this huge lead because, Taiwan's been putting some pretty good moves over there, moves to first. And he is ticked off that he can't throw over there because Olson, it was literally just pointed towards second base. The 1-2, swing, lifts it down the left field line, giving chase into left field is Kemp. He'll just have enough room, and that'll end the inning. But not for your Atlanta Braves. Put more on the board.
Yes, put everything.
It's 6-2. Good guys. We go to the bottom of the second. Come on, Martin Perez.
Last night I dreamed I was a bottle of ketchup and you were mustard, which is weird because usually you're mayonnaise in my dreams. Why do you suppose that is?
Those who own dogs, you know that every time you come back from wherever you went, the dog is happy and it's jumpy and it wants to lick you in the face. Even if you just went to get mail from the mailbox, they delight in your return. If you want to take them out for a car ride, they're the first in the car. They jump in, they don't care where it's going, but they're going somewhere. They're some of the most joyous creatures that live among us. Dogs don't live as long as we do. Every single day a dog lives is equivalent to a week of your life. If they only get 1 day for every week you're alive, they make every day count. I'm just suggesting that their lives have already factored in their mortality. When I look at a dog, I use that as a reminder of how I should live every day of my life.
While the Angels now have their own stadium in Anaheim, they used to play their home games at Dodger Stadium. In the early 1960s, the Angels were a brand new team and had to share the stadium with the Dodgers because a dedicated field had not been built for them. Eventually, in 1966, the Angels got their own ballpark.
Who is he anyhow? An actor? No. A dentist? No. He's a gambler. Then added, he's the man who fixed the World Series back in 1919. Fixed the World Series, I repeated. The idea staggered me. It never occurred to me that one man could start to play with the faith of 50 million people with the single-mindedness of a burglar blowing a safe. How did he happen to do that? He just saw the opportunity. Why isn't he in jail? They can't get him, old sport. He's a smart man.
Welcome back. First pitch misses for a ball to Alec Boehm. It's 1-0. Lefty-righty matchup. Perez back to work. The 1-0. Cutter right there for a strike. 1-1. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. 1-2 count. Braves lead it 6-0. We're here in the bottom of the second inning. If you're just joining us, my best advice would be to rewind about an inning and a half. You missed a lot. 2 runs by the Braves in the first as the 1-2 fouls it back. 4 runs by the Braves in the second, all on Taijuan Walker. In the middle, Martin Perez loaded the bases and was able to get out of it unscathed. The 1-2 pitch, swing, lifts it into center field. Got a weird break on it, but finally gets underneath it. Michael Harris, the second, makes the catch. 1 down. The wind is blowing in towards right field. I'd say that's around 10 miles an hour. So that ball that Riley hit out was actually getting pushed by that wind. So he clocked it pretty good. Justin Crawford, the batter, lefty-lefty, shows bunt. Sinker goes inside for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. This would be a huge first game win in Philadelphia is the 1-0 right there, first strike, 1-1. After that, all you got to do is take either Saturday or Sunday to win the series. You got Chris Sale on the mound tomorrow, and you've got Grant Holmes versus the rookie Painter on Sunday. The 1-0, sweet Lord, hits him right in the ribs with the sinker. So that'll put an easy. That's not the guy you want to hit. A, he's got pretty good speed. B, he's a left-handed bat. And that'll put him on base. I don't think it got him as hard as I thought it did at first. I think it just kind of skipped over him. But nonetheless, that's the second hit by pitch today by Perez in just 2 innings. Both of them inside on the sinker to a left-hander. Curveball swinging, pops it up. Drake chases back behind the plate. He's going to run out of room, and it's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup. Kemp the batter. Kemp in left field. Otto Kemp. 5'11", 185-pounder out of Fulton, California. The 0-1. Fixing fire. Swing and a miss. Change up, it's 0-2. Seeing all these weights and weigh-ins on these Phillies guys so far, I think we can whip them. Keep hitting them, Perez. Don't hit guys the size of Soler. Hit the guys the size of Kemp. The 0-2 pitch, swing, rolls it on the ground. It's going to be a 6-4 putout, and Kemp will beat it out, so we'll get the lead runner, but do not get the double play. 2 down. It's kind of a bad feed by Dubon, but I don't think it matters. Kemp's got pretty good speed. He was hustling all the way, and it was a slow roller. He just shoveled it underhand to Ozzie. Good job by Ozzie to be able to even turn that. There's been some Phillies teams in the past that I don't think you want to hit, but I think we're okay on this one. First pitch on the way is a swing and a miss curveball. It's 0-1. Like that Phillies team in the early 90s, I feel like they would have been a problem. The 0-1 count. Brings it. High and out of the zone, 1-1. But if we're going to keep hitting guys, then Braves need to make a trade for a goon to sit in the dugout. Or put him on the coaching staff. The 1-1. Swing, lifts it into right field, running back on the track, on the dead run. Ronald Acuna Jr. makes the catch. Wow, baby, we are on fire tonight in Philadelphia. 6-0 good guys.
Y'all, I can't wait for my kids to move out and invite me over for dinner. I'm going to say I don't want that and throw some in the air fryer, eat 2 bags of chips, drink a whole bottle of water and leave it on the table, turn on all the lights and walk away leaving a complete mess behind me.
The longer you wait on the ball, the better you see it. The better you see it, the harder you hit it. The harder you hit it, the higher your average is. The higher your average is, the more money you make. And the more money you make, the more you're going to get laid.
In a 1947 college baseball game between Yale and Fordham, each team had a very notable player. The first baseman for Yale was future President George H.W. Bush, and the Fordham center fielder was legendary Dodgers announcer Vin Scully. H.W. Bush and Yale would go on to win the game 3-1. Who do you think had the most hits in the 1990s? Some names that may come to mind are Tony Gwynn, Ken Griffey Jr., or even Barry Bonds. The answer is actually Cubs first baseman Mark Grace with 1,754 hits in the 90s.
In 1919, no team played better than the Chicago White Sox, pennant winners in the American League, and few teams were paid as poorly or got along as badly. Players deliberately crossed each other on the field. During infield practice, no one threw the ball to second baseman Eddie Collins, Chicago's highest-paid player, all season long. Teammate Chick Gandil had not spoken to Collins since 1915. "I thought you couldn't win without teamwork," Collins said later, "until I joined the White Sox. Yet somehow we won 100 games and the pennant that year." The White Sox were heavy favorites to beat the better-paid but far weaker Cincinnati Reds in the World Series. The Chicago owner was the old Roman, Charles A. Comiskey, himself a former player, but now among the game's most parsimonious executives.
They were abused horribly by Charles Comiskey, who was a man of a small mind, a tight fist, and nasty temperament. The climate was too good for it not to happen.
Welcome back. Righty-lefty matchup starts off the top of the third, and it's Mike Yastrzemski, the Yaz, standing at the plate, takes it high for a ball. It's 1-0, the 1-0. Drops a cutter at the knees. 1-1. 1-1 count. RBI single in the first for the Yaz. The pitch on the way. Swing. Slices it foul. 1-2. The 1-2. This is the fourth game of a stretch where the Braves are playing. Is the 1-2 pitch. High, bangs off the glove of JT Realmuto, 2-2. Well, the Braves are in the middle of playing 13 games in the division. They just played 3 with the Marlins. And there's 3 with Philly as the 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 away. We go to Washington for 4. If you haven't been paying attention, they've been playing some pretty good baseball. That's not going to be the cakewalk that it had been in years past. And they've actually played the Braves pretty well the last couple of years. And then we return to play Philadelphia. That's when we get a day off, is that Monday following. So Monday the 27th, I believe. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch there to Dominic Smith is in under the hands for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing! That ball is belted high and deep, and she is gone, baby! The Dominator does it again! Holy Toledo! Braves lead it 7-0. Wow!
This is a time for leaders to step up. Now we need you to be a team leader. You're going to continue to be a bunch of soft, underperforming, tattooed millionaires?
Welcome to the United States of you just got dominated.
Make us believe again.
Righty-righty matchup now. Mauricio Dubon. That ball flew 400. They're saying 406 on one and 417 on the other. We'll go with 417. That ball was clocked and rocked. The 1-1 inside sinker hits Dubon. Doubt there's any intention there by Taijuan Walker. 1 on, 1 out. That's just one of those pitches got away from him. I actually don't think it hit Dubon at all. I think it just hit his his sliding pad that sticks out the back of his wall. It looks like that's all it got. It got him after it ricocheted off of that. That's about the best place you can get hit if you're Dubon. Righty-lefty matchup. It's sinker inside to Harris. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. 7-0 your score. Taijuan Walker has given up 7 runs, all earned. His ERA is now 10.06 for the season. The 1-0. Swing. Chops it. Foul. JT Realmuto on top of it. 1-1. We talked about this on Braves Country today, but Taijuan Walker's one of those guys, kind of alluded to the beginning of the game too. It's one of those guys, if you can get on him early, you can do damage, but if you let him settle in, he's a guy that can eat some innings. I never thought he was worth what they paid him in free agency as the 1-1 inside, 2-1. When he came up for free agency, those New York shows were all saying, do not re-sign him, do not re-sign him. And I was like, man, that sucks. It sounds like he's leaving our division. And then the Phillies got him. I was like, no, never mind. That's great. That's better news. The 2-1 pitch, swing, lifts it. High and deep into center field, drifting back on the track. At the warning track, making the catch is Crawford for a loud out number 2. If that wind's not knocking it down, that may have left the yard. But he hit that right into the teeth of the wind. So runner at first, and 2 outs. And back to the top of the order, Ronald Acuna Jr., who's 1 for 1 with a walk and 2 runs scored. The pitch on the way. P at the knees, sinker. And Acuna wants to challenge that. I think he's going to lose that one. We'll see. It's really close. It's not a good challenge any way you look at it. And, yeah, he lost another one. I don't think he's won one yet. If he's won one, he's like 1 for 5 on the year. Because I can think of 4 that he's lost. Half of the ball was in the zone. It was way too close to challenge, especially on the first pitch of the at-bat. Righty, pitch on the way. Check swing and rolls it over to first, and that's a wasted at-bat. But not for your Atlanta Braves. Put one more on the board. We got a 7-0 lead here in Philadelphia. They're going to have to call the Eagles to get back in this one.
Hey, quick question, and I feel stupid for asking, but when you're stirring up some do you go clockwise or counterclockwise?
Today we are discussing the career of George Brett. He is most known for the Pine Tar game that occurred on July 24th, 1983. He twice collected 4 hits in a postseason game. Even more impressive, he batted .370 in the World Series against the St. Louis Cardinals. This included his Game 7 4 for 5 performance. Overall, in the postseason, he batted .337 with a 1.023 OPS in 43 games. In 1980, he nearly became the first player to hit 400 since Ted Williams in 1941. On September 19th, with 13 games left, he went 2 for 4, raising his average to exactly 400. He won the American League MVP award in 1980. He finished with a 300 or better average in 11 of his 21 seasons. Over his 21-year career, he batted .305 with 317 home runs and 1,596 RBI. He had 3,154 hits and had a career WAR of 88.6. He was a 13-time All-Star, won 1 Gold Glove, and won 6 Silver Sluggers. He was elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1999 with 98.2% of the vote.
It certainly was a kind of have and have not thing. The baseball players were very expendable. If you got hurt, you were gone. There was no pension or anything else like that. And they saw people making money hand over fist. The owners, in Comiskey's case, he owned the ballpark. He bottled his own soda in the basement. He was making a nickel on everything that went, that moved in that ballpark. And there they were, they were nicknamed the Black Sox even before they threw the World Series because one year he started charging them for laundering their uniforms. And they went on strike by saying, okay, then we won't launder them. And they got dirtier and dirtier and dirtier until the sports writers called them the Black Sox. And then, in fact, Comiskey said, okay, I'll launder your uniforms. And then he took it out of their World Series bonus.
Welcome back. Martin Perez goes back to work. Pitch hits on the outer edge. Martin Perez, by the way, is 44 pitches in, so a little north of where you want to be at, but they don't really expect him to go long as the pitch on the way. They checked down the third base line, looked like he did go. So 2 strikes now on Schwarber. Schwarber was hit by pitch his first time up. That might be the only guy you'd have to worry about in the brouhaha on that roster, the 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Feel like Harper would try. We saw Harper get choked out by John Papelbon when they were both Nationals. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's the changeup he's been trying to pull. 1 away. Seven nothing your score. Lefty, and Bryce Harper coming to the plate, batting .269 on the year, 4 home runs, 11 RBI. First pitch is a sinker. Kisses the black on the outer edge. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and fires. Down and away, 1-1. One count. Swing, rips it down the first base line. That's a fair ball. Olsen tried to dive for it, but that's going to roll for days. Harper turning the bases, heading for third. That's going to be a 1-out triple for Philadelphia. That ball was scalded. He was sitting on that one right all day long. Usually one of those balls that Olsen gets to, but that ball was hit a little extra mustard on it. Looks like he might have touched it a bit with his glove, but curveball misses high and out of the zone to Adolis Garcia. It's 1-0. Runner at third. Braves lead 7-0, so they'll play with the infield back to try to stay out of the big inning. 1-0. Prez throws the changeup outside wide, 2-0. Two-0 count. Swing. Fouls it away. It's 2-1. The 2-1. Perez, they set up inside, and that four-seamer will miss. Ball 3-1. Three-one count. Sinker misses high. Ball 4. So he'll head to first, and you got runners on the corners with 1 out. And then you got a 7-0 lead. You can't start playing with your food here. You cannot let this team get back into it. Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Sinker right down the pipe for a strike to Sosa. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires, down and away. Changeup misses, 1-1. 1-1 count. Changeup misses, down and in, ball 2, 2-1. So 2-1 from Perez. Swing, pops it up. Olsen in foul territory. He'll make the catch, and there's 2 down. Big out number 2. Now a fly ball cannot score a run, but that will bring JT Realmuto to the plate. Realmuto 0 for 1 on the day. The fly out to left field. Lefty righty. First pitch swinging. Hammers it down the third base line. Just foul. That was underneath Riley's glove, much like the one to Olsen. He got Harper to third at the beginning of the inning. They're not quite hugging the lines. You wonder if that may change here in the next inning or so. Right now, they're about a step or 2 away from the lines. The 0-1. Swing, fouls it straight back, four-seam fastball. It's 0-2. Thing with the soft tosser, but like Perez, he throws so many off-speed pitches that when someone does turn on one like Harper, they can usually hit it pretty hard to their plate side. The longer this is a lead, you'll probably see him start guarding the lines later in the game, especially if Perez goes more than 4. The 0-2. Inside, four-seamer. 1-2. One-two count. Swing. Pelted towards left field. Going back on the track. Making the catch at the wall for a loud out number 3. Diaz puts it in his pocket. We go to the 4th, leading 7-0.
Hey, just a reminder, drugs don't ruin careers. Drug tests do.
Larry Bird never had a bad season. 3-time MVP consecutively. Only player in NBA history to do that. Only small forward to average 10 rebounds for his career. He's the only one. No flaws in his game. His peak was incredible. 24, 10, and 6 are his career averages on damn near 50, 40, 90 shooting splits. So not only was Larry a great scorer, but he was also a great facilitator, great passer, solid defender, and he was a hell of a rebounder. No flaws in his game.
There is a somebody out there for everybody. And the person for you is a psychiatrist.
She was probably, I'm sorry, can you stop breathing so loud, honey? He's like, breathe quietly.
Comiskey's first baseman, Chick Gandil, a former hobo and one-time club fighter, was tired of it. He was nearing the end of his career and wanted one shot at some really big money. For the right money, Gandil let it be known, he would be willing to talk some of his teammates into throwing the series. There was nothing new in working closely with gamblers to throw games. Many players supplemented their incomes that way. The brilliant infielder Hal Chase had made something of a career of it. But throwing the World Series was something else again. Still, Gandil was determined. And now, the right money was found. An ex-boxer, Abe Attell, and Sleepy Bill Burns, a one-time White Sox pitcher, served as go-between. But behind it all was New York's most notorious gambler, Arnold Rothstein, who was said to be willing to bet on anything except the weather, because there was no way he could fix that.
Righty-lefty matchup to start the inning. And the Drake pops up a weak fly ball, can of corn over to shortstop. Trey Turner's underneath it, and it's one away. Matt Olson stands in now. He's 1 for 1. First pitch. Cutter. Down and outside, it's 1-0. Righty-lefty matchup, the 1-0. Swing! Fouls it back. Olson walked his first time up, then singled his second time up, bringing Michael Harris home as the 1-1 misses high ball 2-1. 2-1 count. Olson's got his batting average up over 300, batting .303 at this point. The pitch. Upstairs, misses. 3-1. Real Muto wanted to check down the line, but no way he went. The 3-1 pitch. High and out of the zone, ball 4. And he'll head down to first. Good at bat there by Matt Olson to get aboard. And Austin Riley, who homered his last time up, a 3-run home run and a strikeout to his name tonight. First pitch is a sinker. Up top, it's 0-1. The 0-1, righty-righty. Runner at first, 1 out. The pitch, swing and a miss. Chasing that cutter down and away. It's 0-2. On deck is Ozzie Albies in the hole. The Yaz. Braves lead it 7-0. For those of y'all who are joining us a little late, we'll go over the scoring here in a second. The 0-2. Brings it. Fouls it back out of play. Do it again. First inning, Ozzie Albies grounded out to second to bring home Ronald Acuna Jr. to make it 1-0. Right after that, the Yaz reached on an infield single to bring home Drake Baldwin. It was 2-0 after 1 inning. The 0-2 high and out of the zone. JT had to jump up to keep that from going to the backstop. In the second inning is the 1-2. Misses. 2-2. Slider off the edge. Olson singled to right, scoring Harris on a very close play at the plate with 2 outs, and then Riley cracked a 3-run home run. The 2-2 rolls it foul. We'll do it again. That scored Olson and Acuna. And then in the third inning, Dominic Smith slapped a solo shot over the right center wall. And that's where we stand, 7-0. The 2-2 misses high. Riley's got to challenge that. Second time tonight he has been struck out, and it's his own doing. He's got EBS's challenges in his pocket. That pitch missed high and inside, 2 inches. They're showing the replay on Braves Vision where it's a ball, but they're not even being accurate. Now, they're not using ABS. They're just using a model that they've tried to clone off of it. But according to the ABS model, that's 2 inches inside. And the one that he struck out the first time was almost 2 inches above. Righty-lefty matchup. I just wonder if it's because, as the pitch to Ozzie misses outside 2-0. I wonder if it's because he's off to such a slow start that he doesn't believe in himself. He did hit the home run tonight, but he's batting .233 on the year at this point. The 2-0 pitch, swing, pops it up. High into left field, and F7 will end the inning. So the Braves are held scoreless for the first time tonight. We go to the bottom of the fourth. You got to start challenging, though, because if you don't, the umpires are going to know who does and who does not challenge.
I just remember, like, in 1998, when the internet blew up and everyone was all freaked out about it, and they were like, keep your information off the internet! And we were like, yeah, for sure. And, like, now, a stranger can literally just pull up to us in an alley and roll down the window, say our name, and we're like, oh, thank God. Can you take me to where I live?
Pete Schneider was a pitcher for the Cincinnati Reds from 1914 to 1918. On May 23, 1923, he had one of the greatest nights a baseball player can have. In that game, he was the starting right fielder for Vernon of the Pacific Coast League at Salt Lake City. In his first at-bat in the first inning, he hit a 2-run home run. Vernon batted around in the third, and once again, he would come up to the plate, this time with the bases loaded. With one swing, he unloaded them with a grand slam. In just 3 innings, he had 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. In the 4th inning, he again hit a home run, this time a 3-run home run. His next at-bat came in the 6th. He just missed another home run when he hit a double off the very top of the center field wall. In the 7th inning, he hit his 4th home run and 2nd grand slam of the game, raising his home run total to 4 and his RBI total to 13. Vernon would bat around again, and Schneider would come to the plate again in the 7th, this time with the bases empty. He hit another home run. His last at-bat came in the 9th. His last at-bat resulted in a fly-out to center field. He ended the game with 5 home runs and 14 RBIs. What a performance. Oh yeah, and his team ended up winning the game 35-11.
Rothstein was basically a guy who never gambled. You know, he's known as a gambler, and he never gambled on anything in his life, which is why he got very, very wealthy. He only put money ostensibly gambling on things that he knew were a sure thing or that he had covered so well that there was no way that he couldn't make a profit. I don't think he really cared about sports. I think he really did cynically feel like, well, these guys are schmucks. They're going to be old men, and I'm still going to be making money off this game when they just have to pay to get into the stadium.
First pitch for a strike to start the inning, and the 0-1 pitch to Martin Perez from Martin Perez is a cutter. High and out of the zone to Alec Boehm. It's 1-1. 7-0 your score. The 1-1 misses. Change up. 2-1. Perez at 66 pitches to start the 4th. The 2-1 to Boehm. Right there, 2-2. Once again, that's a high pitch count, but you don't worry about that with Martin Perez because he's not expected to go much deeper than 2 times through the order anyways. The 2-2. It's fouled away. You could see them pushing the envelope a little bit with the large lead. But they'll have a game plan to get him out. 2-2 count right there at the knees, and Drake wants to challenge that. That's a 50-50 one. If it got the zone, it's barely. Here comes the challenge, and just barely. I'm talking about a stitch gets the outer edge. So that'll overturn the call. That'll be strike 3. Boom. Not pleased at all as he heads back to the dugout. One down. Great challenge there by Drake as the first pitch is upstairs. Sinker. For a strike, it's 0-1. That could really change the inning. You look at the difference between getting the leadoff man out and him possibly walking him. As the 0-1 pitch, swing, lifts it into right field, and quickly 2 down. F9 your scorecard. Two up, 2 down. Seven runs, 7 hits, no errors for Atlanta. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Philadelphia. The cutter. This is high and outside, 1-0. Got a tough customer tomorrow night with Christopher Sanchez, and he always pitches us well, but we are countering that with Chris Sale. So expect a low-scoring, nail-biter type of game as the pitch on the way is outside. Got a 1-1 count. Infield is back into the left. The pitch off the plate. 2-1. And if Atlanta can get this first win, it takes a lot of pressure off them going into games 2 and 3. The 2-1 pitch. Upstairs misses high. 3-1. If somehow you pull off the first 2 wins, well, then you're just playing with house money on Sunday night. They'll have Andrew Painter coming, and we have not seen him. Good youngster with the live arm. Is the called for a strike there on the outer edge. Full count. Kicks and fires. Caught looking strike 3. Punched him out on the top of the zone, and that'll end the inning. Phillies go down 1-2-3. We'll be back in a flash on the BCR. We take the 5th, leading 7-0.
Fat, drunk, and stupid is no way to go through life, son.
The faces from the past. You've walked past them many times. I don't think you've really looked at them. Go on, lean in. If you listen real close, you can hear them whisper their legacy to you. Listen, you hear it?
Hello.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
She did not drink the vodka. Because I drank the vodka.
Objection!
Please be seated, sir. This is not a courtroom.
Well, I object anyway!
October 11th. October 11th, October 12th, and 13th, and 14th. I drank all of those days. I drank. I'm drunk now.
I'd rather fight beside you than any army of thousands.
Then take it! It's yours! Tonight, we are the greatest team in the world. And you were meant to be here tonight. This is your time. Their time is done. It's over. Screw them!
Guys tired?
Go get all the sleep I need and I'm dead.
Forget about the crowds, their fancy uniforms, and remember what got you here. Focus on the fundamentals. We've gone over time and time again.
You damn dirty son of a...
I wouldn't make it a habit calling me that, son.
I want you to remember that no bastard ever won it by dying. You won it by making the other poor dumb bastard die.
Well, that was pleasant. Nice of him to stop by, don't you think?
And shepherds we shall be, for thee, my lord, for thee. Power hath descended forth from thy hand, swiftly carry out thy command.
And this crowd's back into it now.
We gotta do something.
Absolutely.
You know what we gotta do? Toga party.
We can't afford to have a toga party.
Toga! 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 Toga!
Okay? All right! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let me hear it! Let me hear it! Let me hear it!
Welcome back. Got a new pitcher on as Miza, the southpaw Tim Miza, 34-year-old, coming in to face the Yaz. First pitch is a sinker at the knees. It's 0-1. Lefty-lefty matchup. The 0-1 turns and fires. Right there. 0-2. An 0-2 count. Braves lead it 7-0. The 0-2. Sinker misses. He's gone sinker, sinker, sinker. Tim Miza from Allentown, Pennsylvania. The 1-2 pitch. Swing! That ball's lifted high and deep into right field. Get up, get up, get up. And twisting and chasing it into the corner is Garcia for a loud out number 1. Man, did he give that a ride. Wind might have pushed it down a little bit. It's coming down in that area. If it's a windless game, you might be talking about, if the wind's blowing out a touch, you might be talking about a home run, but wind definitely paid a factor into that one. Lefty-lefty matchup. Dominic Smith, speaking of home runs, he hit one earlier. Fouls it off. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and fires. Right there for a strike. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Smith batting .386 now. Granted, he only gets right-handed at bats, but who had that on your bingo card? The 0-2. Swing, chopper. Back to the mound. It's going to be a 1-3. And there's 2 down. He's always been great against right-handed batting and very bad against lefties. Much like Yaz. The Yaz just off to a slow start. The difference is the Braves just aren't playing him against left-handed bats. Teams have been hard-headed and said, well, you'll figure it out. We'll put you out there. As the first pitch swinging by Dubon, he's going to dribble it over to second. And a 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning. Braves lead at 7-0. We go to the bottom of the 5th here on the BCR in Philadelphia on a Friday.
Here I was thinking I was copping some straight up gas, but now I'm looking at it and it is obvious that I have been gas lit, dude. That is not good. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to get lit off that gas, not gas lit.
I just came to the realization why I'm single. Every guy that I'm like, oh yeah, he's attractive, but I see their wives and they just look like so, like, you know, like, not like this. I pretend my tattoos are gone. Dude, I look crazy. Like, that's why guys don't want to wife me up. And I just come to this realization today.
Shut up, Frank! Shut up! Let's go! Christ, I haven't been here for 9 innings with you! Oh, they lose 1 game! They've lost 5! They've lost 5 out of the last 6! They're falling apart! The Braves never lose!
Armchair.
The proposition to throw the World Series was first brought to me in New York City in front of the Ansonia Hotel. Chick Gandil came to me and said he wanted a conference. He asked me if anybody had approached me on the 1919 World Series with the purpose of fixing. I told him not yet. He asked me if it was fixed, would I be willing to get in and go through with it. I told him I would refuse to answer. Right then. Lefty Williams.
Gandil recruited 6 teammates. Pitcher Claude Lefty Williams. Outfielder Oscar Happy Felch. Third baseman Buck Weaver. Shortstop Swede Risberg. Right-handed pitcher Eddie Cicotti. And the idol of schoolboys all over the Midwest, Joseph Jefferson Jackson.
Welcome back. 7-0 your score. The first pitch is a curveball there on the outer edge to Trey Turner, top of the order for the Phillies. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, swing, pops it up. High into right field. F9 your scorecard as Acuna, and that wind's really starting to tear through. It's going to knock anything down now. The good thing we got the lead. If we needed home runs to come back, we'd be in trouble. Lefty-lefty matchup as Schwarber lays into one, going back on the track, and the wind will knock that sucker down. F7, 2 down. Schwarber couldn't believe it either. He is shaking his head. He did slap that thing. 103 miles an hour off the bat. Most nights that ball's gone. He's just kind of rolling his eyes and smiling. And Perez and him locked eyes. They were both laughing. He's like, hey, man, thanks for hitting it into the wind. Lefty here is Harper, the batter. First pitch swinging, slaps that sucker into right field. It's down for a base hit. And it's a 2-out single for the Phillies. Seven nothing your score. 7 runs, 7 hits, no errors for Atlanta. No runs, 3 hits, no errors for Philadelphia. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Adolis Garcia, the batter. First pitch. Right there. Cutter on the edge. Good pitch to start off the at-bat. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Turns and fires. Swing. Slaps it up the middle. Ozzy's got it. He's going to step on the pillow, and that's it. So a really quick inning here. We go to the 6th inning, leading by 7. See if we can get a field goal when we return here in Philadelphia.
Today we're discussing the 1939 New York Yankees. They had 4 players with 100 or more runs. Every player in their starting lineup finished with double digits in home runs and doubles. They also had 4 players who finished with 100 or more RBIs. The most anyone in their starting lineup struck out was 81 times. Only 1 player had more strikeouts than walks. 5 players had an on-base percentage of 400 or higher. 5 hitters produced an OPS plus over 130. The Yankees pitching was also great in 1939. Red Ruffing threw 233 innings with 148 ERA plus. Their bullpen ate up a lot of innings. Combined, Steve Sundra and Mariusa Russo threw 240 innings with an ERA below 2.75. That season, DiMaggio was incredible. He won the American League Most Valuable Player, batting .381 with a .671 slugging percentage, 30 home runs, and 32 doubles. Oh yeah, and he only struck out 20 times. In May of that year, they went 24-4, scoring 213 runs, or an average of 7.6 runs per game. By the end of May, they were already 6.5 games up in the American League. They won the American League by 17 games with a record of 106-45. In the World Series that year, they faced the 97-win Cincinnati Reds. The 1939 Yankees have the 6th best winning percentage of any team that won the World Series. They also have the largest run differential in baseball history at plus 411.
In 2 years, he had risen from a poor mill boy to the rank of a player in the major leagues. The ignorant mill boy had become the hero of millions. Out on the hot prairies, teams of Joe Jacksons battled desperately with the Ty Cobbs. There came a day when a crook spread money before this idol, and he fell. For a few dollars, he sold his honor. New York World.
Hey, what do you know? What do you say? Your Atlanta Braves lead at 7-0. We got the 9, 1, and 2 hitters leading off this inning. Michael Harris, the second, takes a swing at the first pitch and rattles it down the first base line. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Batting .234 on the year, the .613 OPS. He's yet to really get going. The 0-1 pitch. High and out of the zone from Maya. 1-1. Got to figure this guy Maya's coming on to eat some innings. 1-1 pitch. Swing. Hits it hard up the middle, and that ball's going to get through. Diving attempt out there at second by Sosa, but your Atlanta Braves will start this off with a leadoff single from Money Mike. Worm burner.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep your game tight.
Never know. You know what I'm saying? I got a little razzle dazzle.
Lefty-righty matchup. Ronald Acuna Jr. takes the first pitch slider high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. 1 for 2 at the walk, a single, 2 runs scored. The 1-0, swing and a miss. It's 1-1. 1-1 count. Turns and kicks. Upstairs. 1-2. One-two pitch. Down and in. Good slider. Great take by Acuna. That'll leave it up at 2-2. The 2-2 to Acuna. Swung on and lifted out of play into the upper deck over the first base dugout. We'll do it again. Harris at first. Nobody out. Braves up 7-0 here in the top of the 6th. Braves scored 2 in the first, 4 in the second, and 1 in the third. 7 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Atlanta. As the 2-2 down and in, 3-2. We'll say that even though the numbers don't bear it as far as batting average, etc., and it's not the home runs you're looking at, Acuna's taken better at bats across the board the past week. A lot more patient is the payoff pitch. Swing, rips it into left field and make it a diving catch out there. Nice defensive play out there by Kemp. He'll rob Ronald Acuna Jr. of a single. 1 down. Harris will scurry back to second base. And he just got that thing. Hard hit ball. Kemp was just close enough to make the play. Drake Baldwin, the batter. Drake 1 for 3 on the day. The run scored. Pitch misses down and away. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Down and away sinker ball 2-0. 2-0 count. Kicks and fires. Miza, his 21st pitch of the night. Right there, just below the knees. They're going to call that a strike, though, 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. Outside wide sinker misses. 3-1. 3-1 count. Harris at first. Here's the pitch. Swing, rolls it over towards second. That's going to be a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. Braves 7, Philly nothing. Middle of the order due up for the Phillies.
I just want 2 minutes on my own without people irritating me!
If you were to make a list of games that Gen X got banned for future generations, you would probably start with Dodgeball, Jarts, and then right up there in the top 3 is Red Rover. Red Rover was a special game where you would have 2 teams lined up on opposite sides of each other and you would link arms and you would sing a little song. Now listen, if you were the fat kid, this is when you came in clutch. You went from the kid that nobody wanted other teams to the first round draft pick at recess. When your name gets called, it is your job to run top speed. Your only job was to get decimated. Kids would like break their wrist and dislocate their shoulders. Lots of concussions because you hit that double clothesline and just after recess, kids would be walking in like ice packs. One kid's walking like Vince McMahon, and you know he won Red Rover just by the way he's walking. Come back next week when I try to explain smear the without getting canceled.
A South Carolina country boy, he had learned how to bat from a Confederate veteran who had learned his baseball from Union soldiers in a northern prison camp. He had hoped to be a pitcher until he broke a batter's arm with a wild pitch. Jackson could neither read nor write, but he could hit. 408 in his rookie year. 356 lifetime, the third highest average in history. His home runs were called Saturday specials because most of the textile workers' games in which he got his start were played on Saturdays. And he hit them with a special 48-ounce bat, Black Betsy, made for him by a local lumberman from the north side of a hickory tree, and darkened with coat after coat of Jackson's tobacco juice. Ty Cobb himself thought Joe Jackson the greatest natural hitter I ever saw. He was called Shoeless Joe because he was said once to have been spotted in the minors playing in his socks when new shoes proved too tight.
7-0 your score. We go to the bottom of the sixth, and Martin Perez has got there once again. First pitch swinging by Sosa, and he'll drag one on the ground. Dubon picks it up, scoops it, flips it to first. Wide throw, and Olsen will tag a sliding Sosa, who was sliding out of the base paths, trying to tag the bag on his way by. One away. Put it 6-3 in your scorecard. Got him on the shoulder just before he could touch the bag. Good attempt by Sosa. He almost pulled that one off. That'll bring JT Real Muto to the plate. Signed back with the Phillies in the offseason. First pitch is right there at the knees for a strike. It's on 1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. I was listening to the New York radio this morning getting ready for the doubleheader. I always like to get their perspective on certain things, but especially when about to do a Mets game. The Mets-Cubs game was the first part of a doubleheader. So I'm listening to them. Man, they are not having a good time being Mets fans. But they're convinced that the Knicks are going to just mow their way through the playoffs. They start with the Atlanta Hawks as the 0-2 in the dirt, 1-2. 1-2 count. I'm not an Atlanta Hawks fan, but wouldn't it be great if Atlanta knocked out New York as well? 1-2 count. Kicks and fires. Swing, rolls it. Over on the ground, deep in the hole, it's short. Dubon picks it up and fires it to first, but no way he's going to get Real Muto hustling on the play. Real Muto still runs pretty well for a catcher. It's not what you would call catcher speed. It's a little better than that. Not quite Riley, but a little faster than Olsen maybe. Good job by Dubon to keep that from going to the outfield, but when he first came up with it, I think he was honestly thinking about not throwing it, and then he just fired it over there. It's a pretty good throw. Pitch on the way to start the at-bat to Alec Bohm. Misses for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Outside wide, 2-0. Yeah, so the fan is usually the one that I do listen to when I listen to them. I don't listen to them if something is going on in baseball because they're not really baseball fans. Is the 2-0 pitch upstairs for a strike, 2-1. But they are Mets fans and they follow the Yankees because it's on their station. But like if something important is going on, I don't even think of them as being a baseball show. They just get forced to talk it as the 2-1 pitch. Swing lifted high and deep into left field. I think the wind might knock that sucker down too. It will. Yaz will wait for it to come down, and it's F7, 2 down. It's funny when Bohm let go of that swing, I think he thought he got something there. But that wind, I bet you when he gets back to the dugout, Schwarber's going to have something to say to him. Hey, don't hit it over there, man. That wind is knocking them down tonight. Started off as a light breeze. It was supposed to be 8 miles an hour. That wind is easily 20 miles an hour blowing in from left field towards right. Justin Crawford 0 for 1 with the hit by pitch. First pitch swinging, and that is going to end the inning. It's going to be a 4-3. Ozzie grabs it, secures it, flips it, and we go to the 7th inning in a 7-0 game, and even better, it's a fairly quickly moving game. We did start early, though.
Are you okay? No, but I am funny, so it works out.
I mean, why waste my time? Every single freaking year, I get myself juiced up with this stupid team, and at 43 years of age and 3 kids, enough already. Let them go hurt somebody else. I mean, when am I ever going to have a chance to win a lousy freaking champion? One time! Not 20! One lousy time! Gee whiz! Every single time! Ah, come on, will you please? Can you beat the Florida Marlins one time? The Mets! The lousy Mets did it to us! Every time! Win one! I'll give it all back! I'll leave now! Okay, out of my system.
When Fred McMullen, Chicago's reserve infielder, got wind of what was happening, he demanded that Chick Gandil let him in on the fix. Now, 8 White Sox were involved, though Buck Weaver would later claim that he had not agreed to participate. The smart players demanded their money up front.
The meeting was held about 8 o'clock in the evening. I said, there's so much double-crossing stuff. If I win in the series, I wanted the money put in my hand. I went back to my room at 11:30, and the 10 grand was under my pillow. Eddie Siccotti.
Rumors of wrongdoing were everywhere. You couldn't miss it, one New York gambler said. The thing had an odor. I saw smart guys take even money on the Sox who should have been asking 5-1. Chicago sports writer Hugh Fullerton was joined in the press box by an ailing Christy Mathewson to judge if everything was on the up and up. Mathewson and Fullerton would quickly see that it was not.
Everybody in the game knew it was happening. Nobody was even pretending that it wasn't happening. No one was admitting it out loud for the public. How could you admit it for the public? What would that mean?
Welcome back. 7-0 your score. Matt Olson coming to the plate. Jason was telling me there was a couple of comments. One was, first of all, we don't know who Marcus talking about. He likes watching somebody for the Mets, a Mets caller or something. Anyways, and then the other one was is the first pitch on the way to Olson is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. The other one was Margaret asking about Walt Weiss. I mean, Walt Weiss has been with the Braves organization since 2018. He's been our bench coach next to Brian Snicker. As the pitch misses down and away, 1-1. But remember, he was also a Braves player in the late 90s, early 2000s. Pretty good shortstop as the 1-1 misses. 2-1. Really made his claim to fame with the Rockies as a player in the mid-90s. And, in fact, he actually made the All-Star game as a Brave, but offensively, he really came onto the scene with the Rockies back when that ball was flying out of the park every day as the 2-1 misses, 3-1. 3-1 count. But the biggest thing I remember from him is he had that glove as the 3-1 pitch misses high, ball 4. So Matt Olson will head on down to first.
I would like your undivided attention.
Top of the 7th, nobody out. But he had that glove that he called the Thing. Lefty-righty matchup, first pitch to Riley. It's a four-seam fastball, fouls it back. It's 0-1. The reason why they called it the Thing was because it had nothing to do with, like, the comic book strip. Go on to Riley. This is high. 2-1. Pitcher in for the Phillies now is Banks. Is the pitch on the way. Swing! That ball is cracked down the left field line. It cut through the wind, but foul into the upper deck. Riley almost hit a second home run tonight. Banks the pitcher. Tanner Banks. He's been in the league for quite some time. Started with the White Sox. Been with the Phillies since 2024. The 1-2. Down and away 2-2. But they called it a thing because it's the same glove he used his whole career when he was in Colorado. When he came over to Atlanta, and then he used it with the Marlins and the A's too. The 2-2s bang foul off the bat. We'll do it again. Yeah, if you remember those Oakland A's teams that were pretty darn good that won the World Series in 90, but they were in the World Series 3 straight years. The 2-2 swing and a miss, strike 3, one away. Walt Weiss was the shortstop for that team too. He played for quite some time. Then he finished his career with the Braves. But through from 87 till 2000, we're talking about a 14-year span, even into the minor leagues, he used the same glove. And he wouldn't change out the glove. He would only fix it with string and wire. Four-seam fastball is upstairs, misses high to Ozzie Albies. So they turn him to the right side. It's 1-0. So they called it the thing because if you looked at that glove, it was beaten to all get out. The 1-0. Swing, lifts it. Down the right left field line, drifting over, making the catch out there is Kemp, and there's 2 down. So that's why they called his glove the thing. And there was a big-time play that he made in the postseason and literally just stuck the thing up there and saved a run. Saved the Braves in that game by sticking his glove up because they had the infield in. The ball was smoked, and he famously after the game they were talking about, well, he just stuck the thing up there and it did the rest. this glove, and I remember seeing a picture of, I can't find it anywhere nowadays, but it was just tore up. And how it was stopping balls, I don't know. I don't know how it was legal, to be honest with you. I'm surprised they didn't make him change it out. Eli White will get in at bat. That's good to see. Been a while since we've seen him. He'd been dealing with plantar fasciitis in his foot. We had not seen him. When was the last? He's in for Yastrzemski, which means he'll stay in for defense. When was the last time he played? Is the 0-1 misses inside 1-1? Let's look that up real quick. It's been a while. His last at bat was April 7th against the Angels. So 10 days ago, the 1-1 swing and a miss, 1-2. We was talking about this on Braves Country today of the fact that if you're not going to have him in the lineup and use him at all, put him on the IL, which they realistically should have, is the 1-2 pitch swing. Lifted into left field, it's down for a base hit, and the hits keep on going, and the Book of Eli gets a base hit. That's got to feel good after many days on the bench.
For our sake, both thorns and thistles it shall bring forth for us.
Eli White, that base hit will take his batting average to 214. And Dominic Smith stands in, lefty-lefty matchup. First pitch, right there at the knees. It's 0-1. I wouldn't have hated to see them pinch hit for Dom Smith, just because when a guy's swinging that well from the left side against righties, I don't want anything messing his head up. The 0-1, swing, rolls it over. It's 0-2. But yeah, the thing, that's what I'll always remember. Well, White's the thing, but now I'll always remember him for that tackle that he made in the Breaking Bad t-shirt that we put up in the BCR store. I just love that. The Walt Weiss / Walt White. I am the danger. The 0-2 count. Swing, lifts it. High into center field. Not very deep. In fact, it's going to be shallow enough for Trey Turner, the shortstop, to make the catch. That'll end the 7th, top of the 7th. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th, leading 7-0. Sevens are wild here in Philadelphia. Welcome back. First pitch on the way from Jose Suarez, who's on to try to spell the rest of this game. There's a strike there. To Kemp, it's 0-1. Lefty-righty matchup, the 0-1. Slider misses outside. 1-1. The 1-1 to Kemp. On deck is Turner, then Schwarber. Pitch on the way. Nowhere near the zone. Missed with the changeup. And it's 2-1. 2-1, count 7-0 Atlanta, bottom of the 7th inning. The 2-1 pitch. Drops the strike in there, 2-2. The 2-2. In a perfect world, he's able to go the next 3 innings unscathed and we get out of here with the win. The 2-2 pitch, swing, pops it back foul. We'll do it again. You do feel a little on edge when you know Jose Suarez is about to face the heart of their order, but if he can get through it, it would be a big, big get for the Braves to start this series. Four-seam fastball misses high and out of the zone. So a full count now, and Turner on deck. Last thing you need to be doing is walking batters. With a 7-0 lead, you got to throw it over the plate. The payoff pitch, swing, rips it. Over to third, diving catch by Riley. The life of Riley out there. L5 in your scorecard. He gets a clap from Jose Suarez on the mound. 1 down. Wow, what a play.
You're my boy, Blue! Blue, you're my boy!
Lefty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Trey Turner takes it in the dirt. It's 1-0. 1-0. Turner 0 for 3 on the day with the ground out, line out, fly out. 1-0. Suarez turns and kicks. Just misses the outer edge. Ball 2-0. 2-0 count. Turns and fires, high and out of the zone, 3-0. From Suarez, high and out of the zone, ball 4. So he walks Turner on 4 pitches, and that's not what you want to get things off and running here in the 7th inning. A hard hit ball and now a 4-pitch walk. Lefty-lefty matchup. Schwarber, who hit one in the teeth of the wind just at the wall his last time up, takes one for a strike. It's 0-1. Already with 6 home runs on the year. The 0-1. Right there, just below the knees. Called for a strike. It's 0-2. Schwarber thought about challenging it. It was right there on the edge. Probably a ball, but not close enough to challenge. The 0-2. In the dirt, changeup rolls away, and Drake on it quickly. The runner will head back to first. Remember, Trey Turner's got really good speed. You got to keep an eye on him. The books are closed on Perez and Walker, by the way. I don't think we got into that. Martin Perez went 6 innings, 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 hits allowed. He would be in line for the win. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string on that changeup, Suarez. That was like a yo-yo. 2 down. Good pitch. Lefty-lefty matchup. Bryce Harper, the batter. First pitch on the way. Swing, lifts it high and deep into right field at the warning track at the wall. The wind will knock that sucker down, and we'll go to the 8th inning. 7-0 Atlanta. Harper just flabbergasted. Looks just like Schwarber did a couple innings ago. Can't believe that didn't leave.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
I need a drink.
When buying a beer, buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Have dinner, ready?
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Does Barry Manilow know that you raid his wardrobe?
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer.
Salad. They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to.
This stinks!
Pretty soon we're going to become this country.
This is total BS!
Where at? I'm being the Lord. You gotta understand it. We're on a mission from God.
I'm on the radio every day!
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
And you, music lover, you're next. You're so drunk you can't hit nothing. In fact, you've probably seen a double.
I have 2 guns, one for each of you.
Welcome back. Top of the 8th inning. First pitch to the right-handed bat of Mauricio Dubon is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. Taijuan Walker, by the way, we gave you Perez's numbers. 4 innings, 7 hits, 8 runs, 3 walks, 4 strikeouts. The Braves, all in all, have 9 hits. So 7 runs, 9 hits, and no errors for Atlanta. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for Philadelphia. The 0-2 pitch, swing, pops it up. Lazy fly ball in the left field, easily caught by the left fielder Kemp, and there's one away. Dubon still batting .319 on the year after that fly out. He's lost about 60 points in his batting average the last week. But you weren't expecting Ty Cobb when he came over. You just wanted a solid hitting shortstop, may get into one every once in a while, and slick fielder on all positions. First pitch is a sweeper to Michael Harris. He's 2 for 3 on the night. It's 0-1. Cunha on deck. Kerkering the pitcher. The 0-1 down and in. One 1-1 count. Swing, fouls it back. 1-2. One-two. Infield back and to the right. Orion Kerkering the pitch. Swing. That ball's hit. Hard into right field. Get up, get up, get up. Zip, boom, bam. It's gone. Ram-a-lam-a ding-dong. A solo shot. And Money Mike takes another one off the IOU pile, baby. It's 8-0. We got a snowman on the board. 110.
I got a little razzle dazzle. That's all right. My name is Money Mike. All right, then.
111 miles an hour off the bat of Michael Harris.
This ain't for play. I don't do this for fun. Might want to shave. Might want to shave somebody else.
367 happy feet later, and the Braves are up 8-0. First pitch swinging by Acuna. He'll hit a lazy fly ball to left, and it's 2 down. The over-under tonight in Vegas, by the way, was 9.5 hits for the Braves. They just cleared that. It was 8.5 for Philly. They're still quite a few away if you took that one way or the other. Drake Baldwin takes the pitch outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. 1-0. Here's old Iron Lung. Good to see you, bud. Sweeper snapping at the knee. It's 1-1. Harris now batting .258 and an OPS is just below 700 at 699. The 1-1 pitch, swing, chops it foul. I talk about this all the time, but 700 OPS is what I consider bare minimum that you have to be hitting to be a solid batter in Major League Baseball. Doesn't matter how you get there. But if you have a 700 OPS, it's what old school folks would be thinking of being like a 275 hitter, right? 1-2 count. Swing, slaps it back foul. We'll do it again. Maybe a touch below that. Not quite 250, but definitely nowhere near 300. So somewhere on the, we'll say a 270 hitter maybe. That's how I look at it as a 700 hitter. You start hitting the 800 OPS, then you're really rocking as the 1-2 in the dirt. Good take by the Drake, 2-2. And anything above 900, you're sizzling. For instance, Drake Baldwin is over 900. 915 going into this at bat. The 2-2 pitch. Inside, 3-2. So a full count. Braves lead at 8-0. Olsen on deck. The payoff pitch, swing, slaps it to the right side. That'll get through for a base hit. And it is a 2-out single by the Drake.
You don't like the Drake?
I love the Drake.
How could you not like the Drake?
Rules the Drake.
The Drake is good.
So Matt Olson, the batter. Remember, he's had some big games here in, I mean, this goes back to his days as a athletics fan, athletics first baseman. He's always hit well in this building. He's 1 for 1 today. He's got an OPS of over 1,000. Batting .303 on the year. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch is a four-seamer right there at the knees. To Olsen. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Inside, 1-1. Pitch very close to the zone. Remember, Kirkering was the guy for the Phillies that had the comebacker, and he threw to home plate, a wide throw to home plate, and it ended up ending the season for the Phillies against the Dodgers. That's not the same one, Iron. You got to quit drinking all 24/7. The 1-2 count. High and out of the zone. 2-2. And that's the one that I guessed that it was when we were talking about it on that last live. I was telling you that I thought the 14 might have been there. The 2-2. Swing. Fouls it back. We'll do it again. Only thing I didn't like about that is when he was hitting well in Philly every time, they would ask him every time, he'd be like, yeah, I just like this park. First thing that comes to your mind is, well, don't leave us to go hit that park as your home place. Is the 2-2 pitch. Swing, pops it up. It's going to be an F4 in your scorecard, and that'll end the inning, but not before the Braves put one more on the board. Money Mike cashing one in here on a Friday night in Philly.
What they know about that?
God bless you, Mike. Keep
Somebody in a relationship got to shut the up. And it ain't gonna be me.
Anybody else just kind of feel like their check engine light is on and you're just like, nah, this is fine?
The amount of people who stand in the absolute middle of the aisle in the grocery store. What are you doing? Pick a side. I hate you.
Somebody just came up to me and asked me what I do for a living. I said, mind my damn business. They hiring too. You want me to get you an application?
If you call my phone and I answer the phone and you proceed to say out your mouth, hold on real quick. Don't hang up. Let me pick up this phone call real quick. I promise you I'm hanging up. So you think I'm going to sit on the phone waiting on you to finish the phone call with the other person? No. Enjoy the rest of your day. We try it again tomorrow.
Cincinnati took the fourth game 2-0 behind the superb pitching of Jimmy Ring. Eddie Cicotti had pitched well for the Sox, but once again, he made several devastating errors in the field.
There is no alibi for Cicotti. He pitched a great game, a determined game, and one that would have won 9 times out of 10. But he brought the defeat crashing down upon his own head by trying to do all the defensive work. He made the wild throw that gave the Reds their opening, the only real one they had. And he followed that up by grabbing a ball thrown from the outfield and deflecting it past the catcher. A high fly to left, blown by the wind over the head of Jackson, who was playing close in, fouled, and Chicago was beaten.
3 White Sox, Felsch, Gandil, and Shoeless Joe, all of them conspirators, had managed hits that afternoon. Only at bat did Jackson evidently forget the script. He would bat .375 in the series.
Jose Suarez goes back out there as we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Braves lead it 8-0. Lefty-righty matchup. Sosa will be the batter. First pitch swinging, and he'll smack it on the ground over to third. Riley's there with these. Hop, skip, and a jump, and it's a 5-3, 1 away. For some reason, they're showing a clip of high school baseball no-hitter. I don't know if that, maybe that was the son of the color guy. I feel like it was. I feel like that might have been CJ's kid or something. The 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. You wouldn't just show a random one because they throw no-hitters in baseball, in high school baseball, several times a day. The 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. I don't remember the name of the town. I don't even remember the state, to be honest with you, but there was a highlight I saw a couple of days ago. It was a high school state playoff game. I don't know if it was the championship. I feel like they said it was the championship. The 1-2, swing, fouls it away. We'll do it again. But it may have been like semifinals. Regardless, it was the playoffs. But I felt like the heading said they thought they won the championship. And the pitcher got the guy out, and they started dogpiling on the pitcher. The whole team was rushing the mound as the 1-2's fouled away. We'll do it again. And evidently there were only 2 outs. And so there were guys on base. There were 2 guys on base. And they kept running when they saw everyone go away from the bases. They took off running. The tying run scores, the winning run scores, they lose. And it was the bottom of the inning, I'm pretty sure. So, in other words, the road team was the one celebrating, and there were only 2 outs. 1-2 count to Sosa. Suarez, his 24th pitch. So they're dogpiling, jumping up and down, bumping chests. The 1-2 pitch, swing, pops it up. High in the sky, can of corn. Dubon calls off Riley right next to the mound, the pitcher's mound, and there's 2 down. And you could hear one guy in the background. I don't know if he's a coach or a fan or whatever, but he's screaming at the top of his lungs. There's only 2 outs! Quit celebrating! There's only 2 outs! It's the funniest damn thing. Because by the time they realized it and started looking around, the last dude was crossing home plate, which lost them the title. But I mean, what a way to lose a game period. But what a way to lose a championship game. Any kind of a playoff game. First pitch is right there for a strike. It's Real Muto. It's 0-1. I feel like that gets you fired as a high school baseball coach. The 0-1, swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Because this was not little leaguers. This was high school age. And if it's a serious enough baseball program, that's getting you fired. There's no way it isn't. 0-2 count. Because everybody was out there. Even the coaches were out there. The 0-2, swing, fouls it away. Because by the time there was one guy that realized what was going on, because I guess he heard, and he looked to go to throw to home plate, but there's no one standing there because his catcher's out there celebrating too. Okay, we'll do Iron. The 0-2 swing. Rolls it towards short, just under the glove of Dubon. Dubon tried to grab that off the ground. It would have been a tough play. Real Muto will have his second hit of the night. It was almost his second infield single. You don't get that a lot from catchers. So 2 down, and Alec Boehm coming to the plate. You know, not for nothing, Alec Boehm against a left-hander is batting 7th in this order. And at the beginning of the season, the opinion was that he was going to be the cleanup spot. First pitch is right there for a strike on the intercut, 4-seam fastball. It's 0-1. Bare minimum, they had him batting 4th against lefties and maybe 5th against righties. He's off to a horrific start, a 408 OPS and a 138 batting average. The 0-1 right there for a strike. It's 0-2. 0-2 count. Eight to nothing your score. We get an ABS challenge, and that was a bad challenge. 100% of that ball hit the top corner. It's 0-2. What's funny is that the first strike called on this at bat should have been challenged, and it wasn't. The 0-2 count. Brings it. Misses. So 1-2, and Suarez at 31 pitches. Like I've said a couple of times already, but just to reiterate, be a big deal if Suarez could go the last 4 outs here, and we don't have to use anybody else in the pen. The 1-2 count. Swing. Pops it up. Should stay in play. Can of corn. Who wants it? Who sees it? Olsen sees it. Center of the diamond, he'll make the catch. And the Phillies go down quietly. We go to the 9th, up by 8. Woohoo! In Philadelphia.
This is Lou Brissy. And the fact that most of you don't know who he is a travesty. Before he could fulfill his childhood dream and play in the major leagues, World War II happened, and by 1944, he was serving as a squad leader in G Company, 351st Infantry Regiment, 88th Infantry Division. On December 7th, 1944, the place he was stationed, near Florence, Italy, was attacked by an artillery barrage. 8 men went down. 20-year-old Captain Lou Brissy was one of them. An artillery shell had broken both of his feet and shattered his left tibia and shin bone in 30 places. Shrapnel was also stuck in his shoulder, both hands, and both thighs. Barely conscious, he laid there in the snow and mud until medics arrived. The medics' first thought was to amputate, but Lou wouldn't have it. Amputating his leg would end any chance he would have of playing baseball for the Athletics. Doctors would persist, saying that he could pass away, but his mind never wavered, and he told them that he would take his chances. Fast forward 2 years. Lou has now gone through 23 surgeries and had 40 blood transfusions. His leg is reconstructed with hardwire, and it has a metal plate protector. During this time, Connie Mack, manager of the Athletics, would write him reminding him that healing was his main priority. Once he was healed, Mack assured him he would get a tryout with the team. The Athletics would sign him and send him to play for the Savannah Indians, where he would lead the league in wins, strikeouts, and earned run average. Eventually, he would be called up, and his dream of playing professional baseball would come true. Bob Feller said that without World War II, Lou Brissy would have been inducted into the Hall of Fame. Now you know the story of Lou Brissy. Do me a favor and share it with someone who you know loves baseball and doesn't know the story.
At a meeting in New York City, Ward helped found the Brotherhood of Professional Baseball Players. It was the players' first attempt to organize, and they were determined to abolish the hated reserve clause. But Albert Goodwill Spaulding and the other owners would not give an inch. In 1889, they tried further to consolidate their power by setting an absolute salary cap of $2,500. Then added insult to injury by charging the players rent for their uniforms. It was the last straw.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
Eight to nothing your score. We head to the top of the 9th. First pitch is upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. What is for dinner? I saw John John's doing fish fry. Is the 0-2 after the sweeper. Bang back foul. On the mound is Shugart. Right-hander Chase Shugart out of Bridge City, Texas. You got chicken from Greg, fish from Tim. The 0-2 misses high 1-2. Strawberries and whipped cream from Ashley. You're the leader in the clubhouse right now, Ashley. Beans and rice from George, the 1-2. Inside 2-2. The 2-2 count. Iron Lung, just vodka. It's bread and water for Iron Lung. French fries and beans, ribs, black-eyed peas, and onions from Sleepy as the 2-2 pitch. Swing, lifts it high and deep into right field, and that ball is gone. A solo shot by Riley, his second home run of the night, and your Atlanta Braves have taken a 9-0 lead.
Blue, you're my boy!
374 happy feet later. His third home run of the year. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch outside to Ozzie Albies. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Lemon meringue from George. Outside wide 1-1. Cheese sticks and chicken strips from Mark. Barbecue, tater salad, and coleslaw from Uncle Charlie. Sleepy's just having a strawberry. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Hope that's a big strawberry if you're just having a strawberry for dinner. Ito's having breakfast. The 1-2 count. Swing, pops it up. High in the sky. Left field. F7 in your scorecard, 1 away. Someone's having shepherd's pie. I'm guessing because Pete is asking about shepherd's pie. I didn't see that comment, but somebody's having shepherd's pie. First pitch on the way to Eli White is a one-pitch hopper into the mitt of Sosa. He'll flip it to Harper, and there's 2 down. Pumpkin cake for dessert from George. I like pumpkin pie. I don't know about pumpkin cake. And I'm weird about pumpkin pie. I can only eat it during the holidays. I don't care about it any other time of the year. Richard, okay. Cutter pops it up high in the sky and giving chase to JT Realmuto. That's going to end the inning, but not for your Atlanta Braves. Put another one on the board. It's 9-0. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Leading by 9.
Ted Turner took over ownership of the Braves in 1976, a season in which they finished last in the National League West. At one point, they were so bad they lost 13 consecutive games. But this didn't faze Turner, who had high hopes for the 1977 season. Unfortunately, reality set in, and shortly after the start of the season, the Braves found themselves in a 16-game losing streak. So how is Ted Turner going to turn around a team that was headed further and further down the standings? He took matters into his own hands, literally. He told the press that Braves manager Dave Bristol was on a scouting trip, and he would be taking over managerial duties on May 11th, a day when the Braves were facing off against the Pirates. It went about as well as you think it would. Not knowing any of the signs, he had to sit next to coaches and tell them what signs to relay to players. The Braves wound up losing the game 2-1 for their 17th straight loss, putting them 8-22 on the season. Turner's goal was to be in the trenches to get to the bottom of what was wrong with his struggling team. The next day, Turner received a letter from National League President Chub Feeney telling him that his first game as manager would be his last, but why? According to Rule 20E, no manager or player on a club shall directly or indirectly own stock or any other proprietary interest or have any financial interest in the club by which the manager or player is employed except under an agreement approved by the commissioner. With Turner out in Bristol on his trip, another Braves coach, Vern Benson, took over managerial duties for the next game and ended the Braves' losing streak with a 6-1 victory over the Pirates.
With the help of several would-be owners, Ward and the Brotherhood started a rival league, the Players League. At first, the new league did well. 56 top players defected to its teams and brought their fans with them.
I am for war without quarter. I want to fight until one of us drops dead. From this point on, it will simply be a case of dog eat dog, and the dog with the bulldog tendencies will live the longest. Albert Goodwill Spaulding.
Welcome back. Jose Suarez. Go back out there, try to end this sucker. It's Crawford. That's not Crawford. First pitch on the way is a four-seam fastball high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. You got a hitting change. It's Dylan Moore. They still had Crawford on the screen for Atlanta. I don't think they know who it is. The 1-0 right there at the knees, 1-1. They've yet to put the name in there. They've given up. Dylan Moore is on to pinch hit. He's from California. He played his college ball at Central Florida. The 1-1, swing and a miss, 1-2. 33-year-old, 6'1", 203-pounder. Drafted by the Rangers. By trade, he's a second baseman. He's pinch hitting for Crawford, the center fielder. The 1-2. Suarez brings it. Swing, pops it up. Out of play. We'll do it again. One-two count. Lifts it into center, and Harris is there, and there's one away. 9 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Atlanta. Phillies, no runs. They have 5 hits, no errors. Yeah, shutout would be nice, but I really just wanted Suarez to finish this game regardless. Let's not have to go to the pen. Let's not have to get anybody up. Let's just get out of this thing. Kemp, the batter, first pitch, swing and a miss. Slider down around his ankles. It's 0-1. Tomorrow, 7:15, first pitch, so a little later than tonight. And on Sunday at 7:20, another night game. The 0-1, swing, pops it up, and lazy fly ball in shallow right field. Very shallow right field. Coming in, making the catch is Acuna for out number 2. Two up, 2 down, and Trey Turner, the batter. Lefty, righty, the pitch on the way is a slider. Just misses the zone. On the outer edge, it's 1-0. Trey Turner 0 for 3 on the day. He did walk in the 7th. 1-0. Right there at the knees, 1-1. Trey didn't like the call, but you got one challenge left. You're not going to blow that down by 9. You have to save that just in case there's a miracle. The 1-1, swing, rolls it deep down the third base line, but foul. Riley will toss it away. One-two count. Swing. Taps it off the plate. Foul. We'll do it again. 1-2. 1-2. Four-seam inside, 2-2. 2-2 count. Schwarber on deck. Braves lead at 9-0. Pitch down and in. Ball 3, 3-2. Just got to throw strikes now, Suarez. You're up by 9 with 2 outs. The payoff pitch. Swing, just got a piece of that. Rolls foul back behind the plate. I mean, he just maybe a stitch or so to stay alive. The payoff pitch, swing, pops it up. Drake Baldwin gives chase over by the first base dugout. It'll bounce on top of the dugout and fly into the crowd about 20 rows back. Do it one more time. Schwarber on deck, 2 down. The payoff pitch. Swing, rolls it up the middle, and just past the diving glove of Dubon. And the inning will continue. The game will continue. Schwarber now coming to the plate. Lefty, pitch on the way, swing and a miss, four-seam fastball. There you go, a little aggressive. Coming after him, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Mets already lost earlier today. The Giants are on top of the Nationals, 9-5. They're going to the 9th inning. So good news there. Is the 0-1 outside wide, 1-1. And the Brewers lead the Marlins 4-3. They're in the 7th, so good news there. Other games around the diamond, the out-of-town scoreboard. Orioles lead the Guardians 6-4 in the 9th. Pirates 3-1 over the Rays in the 8th. The 1-1 pitch misses outside wide, 2-1. Yankees 2, Royals 1. They're in the 7th inning in the Bronx. Tigers and Red Sox are scoreless in the 8th in Boston. And they're in Houston, Texas, and the Cardinals lead the Astros 3-2 in the 4th. Dodgers lead the Rockies 2-0 in the 2nd. The 2-1 pitch, swing, rolls it on the ground over to Ozzie. Ozzie backhands it, grabs it, corrals it, flips it to first. 4-3 put out, and that's it. Braves win. Braves win. Your Atlanta Braves win. Whiskey for my men, beer for my horses.
Streaking through the quad and into the gymnasium. Come on, everybody. Bring your green hat. Let's go. Come on, everybody. We're going. Woo! Come on. We're streaking. Woo! We're streaking.
3-game winning streak for your Atlanta Braves.
Streaking.
And the player of the game, I think you got to go with Austin Riley. 2 for 4 on the day, 4 RBIs, 2 home runs. Other guys of note, if it wasn't for that second home run to go out, you give it to Michael Harris. He was 3 for 4, scored a couple of runs, and your Atlanta Braves take game 1 of this series. 4th shutout by the Atlanta Braves, the most in Major League Baseball. And we'll see the Phillies again tomorrow night, 7:15 first pitch, 7:20 on Sunday. Y'all have a great night, Braves country. Braves win 9-0. Time to celebrate early on a Friday night. We got this sucker over with at 9:15 Eastern. It means that game took 2 hours and 35 minutes.
There's something kind of about a kid that's never played baseball.
It is the American game. That's just what it is. And actually, I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It can do this to any. It brings you back.
Goodbye, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.